Greetings, 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 gratitude, peace and love, and all that good stuff, family. This is your brother Yosef, and I am back with another video. I'm back with another video, family. I hope you guys have been well out there. I hope you guys have been doing good. I've been doing good. I have no complaints. You know what I mean? Every day is a blessing or a lesson. You know what I mean? So I hope you guys have been doing well out there. I want to get on here today and just, give some thoughts, share with you some insight, and give you guys something to think about. You know what I mean? Today's video will be called What You're Looking For is Looking for You. What you're looking for is looking for you. And this is something I can promise you guys that is happening while you're walking your spiritual path, as long as you're making the best decisions, right? Before we start, let me just do my ritual. My words create my world, and my world is bright. So as I speak, let there be light, let there be light, let there be light. Yeah, Lux. Also, family, we'll be coming out with Dragon Magic 103, April 27th. The link will be below the video. You can get your tickets at newlifetools.org, newlifetools.org. And yeah, it's going to be April 27th, family. We're going to go into some powerful dragon magic, some things that you guys can do to empower yourselves, right? To empower your home and to empower your life. All right, Dragon Magic 103, the long awaited video since 2020 when Dragon Magic 102 came out. Okay. So yes, family, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. All right. So thank you guys for being here today. All right. Thank you guys for being here today. And one thing that people don't know about when it comes to me is that I love encouragement. I love to know that everybody's doing well. Everybody's good, right? It makes me happy to know other people are happy. I don't even have to know you. Just to know that you are well and you're prospering. I like to see people prosper, right? Never been a hater in my life. I've always liked to see people prosper and do well in life. It makes me happy to know everybody around me is doing well, right? But we live in a world where that just ain't the case, right? Sometimes you could be doing well, somebody else could not be doing as well. And you may have to lift that person up and encourage them. And that's what I love to do. Now, I don't like to do it to the point where the person becomes a parasite, because some people, they don't learn their lesson. They keep going through the same thing over and over. You're not supposed to be constantly dealing with that person. You do your due diligence, right? You have compassion for them. And if they don't listen, they have to learn the lesson. That means that person, they like to learn lessons the hard way, family. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to have to let them learn that lesson the hard way. It's okay, right? You're going to have to let them do that, family. But, at least show that one moment of compassion where you help them, you lift them up. Just don't allow them to keep coming to you with the same mistakes over and over and over, because at that point, family, they're just using you and abusing you, right? So today, family, I want to encourage you with what you're looking for is looking for you. And that goes to everybody that's watching this video. Now, as spiritual people, what we're all looking for and what you should be looking for as a spiritual person is enlightenment. That should be the end goal, the game over for everybody down here in the third dimension. We are looking to be enlightened. We're looking to become our higher selves, reach nirvana, whatever it is, to get into that higher state of consciousness where we don't have to be considered humans anymore. We're trying to get out of here, family, right? And that's going to take a lot of things that people don't want to change about themselves. Sometimes just by having good character and a good set of morals, a lot of these higher entities and beings will they will come to you, and there's something that will be added to your life. But you have to change who you were. You have to be opposite of your trauma. People today react only because of their trauma. Some people are so messed up by their traumas until they think that's the appropriate way to act or to be or to think, right? Some people are so negative, they think if you're not negative, something's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Some people are so loudmouth and talkative, they think the quiet person is something wrong with them. No, the quiet person is the wise one. That's the one sitting back, observing and learning, right? Instead of just talking. right? So at the end of the day, family, one thing I'm immediately reminded of when I think of what I'm looking for is looking for me is my story of how I woke up spiritually, right? I was dedicated to the Christian path. I was dedicated to my heart. So in a lot of ways, my mind was ready to be loyal to a path because I was already loyal to Christianity. But I had questions that wasn't being answered. So guess what I started to do? I started to search for more, not only outside of myself, but I started to question my own self. What really am I? If the Bible says before he knew me, before I was born, he knew me, then what was I? Will I go back to being that thing or will I burn in hell for all of eternity? Right? If you knew me before I was born, that means you knew I was going to fail and go to hell. I was to ask myself these questions, right? What am I? When I started to ask that question, what am I? I started to have dreams and things started to boil up in me, family. And I eventually had a dream one night where I actually had an extra projection experience, but I came outside my body and met my higher self. This higher self didn't at the time didn't tell me who they were, but later on told me that they were Lord Indra, right? And that's a one part of myself compared to other versions of myself. I've also met myself as Lord Ogun, okay, Lord Ogun from the Yoruba pantheon. I've also seen another part of myself as Lord Devarokana Buddha, Devarokana Buddha. Okay, so sometimes you'll look like your higher self. Sometimes you'll have the personality of your higher self, right? And when it comes to certain beings, family, I definitely have a lot of their personalities. And then some of them, especially in my higher form as Vairocana, I'm look more like the Vairocana Buddha. So with that being said, family, I've had opportunity of searching with my heart, trying to be understand who I was and trying to become something. And that led me towards me interacting with my higher self. Little did I know what I was looking for was already looking for me. It was already standing there at the door waiting for me, hoping I make the right decisions, hoping I don't have to be reincarnated to learn my lesson all over again. You see what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, sometimes what you're looking for, family, may not always be your higher self. You just may be looking for a better relationship. You may be looking for a better spouse. You may be looking for a better job. You may be looking for um, a better health situations. You may be looking to be more healthy. Whatever it is, family, I can promise you that version of yourself is waiting for you, hoping that you make the right decisions to bring you into the point where you walk directly into that part of your life. It's waiting for you, family. You came from heaven to earth. You're already perfect. You have to understand that. You didn't come as down here as a human and then you're trying to go back and figure it out. No, you've already been through those stages. You came from heaven to earth. You came from the higher realms down. Your problem is that you have amnesia. You're trying to remember what you need to do to go back. This is part of your journey, right? You already were in a state where being innocent and being having the right mind and right consciousness, having the right attitude. You're not so triggered by anger. You're not so triggered by your emotions. You were already in that state once. You just forgot. And as you work towards bettering yourself and having better character and better attitude, better energy, you're going to realize that it's very natural. Just like opening your third eye is actually a natural part of yourself. Okay. The problem is, family, even though we're already perfect and we're down here, we're learning, we run into these roadblocks in our life, these roadblocks that block us from becoming who we need to be and from walking into a better relationship, walking into a better friendship, walking into better health, and eventually walking into the meeting with our higher selves. Well, what's blocking us? Bad friendships. That one negative friend you need to get out of your life. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. That one friend that no matter what happens, they got drama going on. They always bring you drama in your life. You can't have no peace. It's always an issue with them. You got to learn how to separate from people like that. They don't mean you no good. That one bad relationship where that one person needs to not be in your life. You have to learn how to separate from that, right? That one thing that's stopping you, that's creating fear in your mind, that's stopping you from becoming wealthy, right? You know what's stopping you from becoming wealthy? Fear. Whatever it is. And fear is usually the main stopper that stops us from having good friendships, good relationships, good health, good wealth, whatever it is, fear. So we know that fear is the great blocker. But it's so funny because every time you get past what you was scared of, you realize there was nothing to be afraid of the whole time. You was doing it to yourself. So this is where we learn people like to suffer. You know what I'm saying? I know when I see the person making the same mistake over and over and over, I don't care what they say to me. They could be the kindest person in the world. You like to suffer. If you can't get rid of a friendship or get rid of a mindset that's blocking you in life, and I can truly say that because I've overcame a lot when it comes to that: depression, anxiety, doubting myself. I overcame a lot of those things to do what I need to do today. And I'm going to want to encourage you guys to get over those things because your higher self, that better version of yourself, is waiting for you and looking for you. And I want to encourage you guys because it's Mercury retrograde, and during this time, a lot of people get down and get in these weird vibes. And we know that negative people, places, and things present great opportunities during Mercury retrogrades. That one ex that you've been trying to stay away from, they become the sweetest person during the Mercury retrograde to get back in your life. That one friend that you cut off, they want to start coming back to you during a Mercury retrograde. Am I lying? You know what I'm saying? That one pet peeve that you've been trying to stay away from. Maybe you've been trying a new diet, whatever it is. Here comes something stressing you out to make you go back during Mercury retrograde. You're being tested, right? You're being tested, and you're supposed to be focused on the self during this time, and ignore those negative opportunities that's trying to present themselves to you. Ignore those tests. You're going to be tested. You just can't start reading spiritual books and think that nothing's ever going to bother you. It's not true. New level, new devil. So no matter what you do, there's always going to be a new negative adversary on every level you get to that's going to challenge you to be better, right? That's why I push good character today and morals. That's something in spirituality that nobody ever really taught me. I had to really realize that myself. Having good morals and good character is a part of your spiritual growth. This is important. Do y'all know they even teach that in left-hand path schools? Having good character, staying out of negativity. And this is very important to understand these concepts because this can help evolve you, right? And that's what we're talking about here. Evolutionary stuff. What are you doing that's going to help you evolve on an evolutionary level? Yes, practicing being a better person can help you evolve because it's going to open up your mind. When you're positive and you have a better mindset, information comes to you better. Right? Things don't get so you look at things in more of a positive way when bad things happen. You look at it as a test, not that something's attacking you and making it horrible for you. You know what I'm saying? I can always tell when. Well, I'm not even gonna say that part. That might make some people upset. I'm not gonna say that part. But at the end of the day, family, I want you guys to understand that fear is something that's very obvious, and the people that are in the fear, they never think nobody see them, that they're afraid. Right? They're big talkers, but at the same time, you can be very fear is something that people notice right away. You know what I'm saying? If a person go to jail, they know the ones who are scared and the ones who are not afraid. Right? You walking through a certain part of the hood, they know people that belong there and people who not from here. By the way you looking around, you see what I'm saying? So even in life, on the spiritual path, I can tell when a person's afraid of moving forward because they make all kind of excuses of why they can't move forward. This has to be done first, and that they start making up things in their mind to stop them from getting to that goal. Yes, people do this to themselves. The goal is right there, and they must make up everything in their mind to stop themselves from getting to that goal, family. What you're looking for is looking for you. Get the negative friends out the way, the negative relationships, the negative mindsets. Practice good characters and good morals. It will help you. That's a part of your spiritual path. Absolutely. That's a part of your spiritual growth is to change your mind, transform your mind. Becoming a better person here first will change everything around you and open up more opportunities. I can promise you that. I used to be a very negative person, family. All right. What you're looking for is looking for you. Now, I want to say this thing to help you guys really grasp this thing. When you were born, there were multiple millions of versions of you scattered throughout the multiverse. In every universe, there's a different version of you. Negative versions of you, positive versions. Those versions exist based on what decisions you make in life. So if you make the wrong decision, there's a whole multiverse that's going to lead you towards destruction and leave you in a way where you don't never achieve what you want to achieve in life. You'll be 60, 70, 80 years old and just regretting. There's a version of you that's already 80 years old, 70 years old, regretting things in life. That part of you already exists. It's waiting for you. That part of you is waiting for you as well. That negative part of you is waiting for you to walk into that, keep making the wrong mistake so it can meet you. Hey, how you doing, my brother, my sister? I've been waiting for you. This is who you are. We are the same person now. All those bad decisions you made, you have become me, and I've been waiting for you. There's also another version of you, the best version of you, that has the wealth, the health, the mate that you want, the relationship you want, and also your higher spiritual self. All those versions are waiting for you as well, based on decisions you make. Right? So I want to encourage you today to make the best decisions. Right? Stop thinking things are weak or it ain't for you. You don't know what's for you. Sometimes you have to ask yourself a question. Am I basing what's for me off of my trauma? Because your trauma will make you feel like you don't deserve something. Yeah. People's traumas will make them feel like, well, that's not me. People will say that's not me. No, you just feel like that's not you because you think you don't deserve that. But you can have that. You just got to change your mind. Right? You just got to change your mindset. That one brother you want that you think is corny and weird, it ain't that he corny and weird. You're weird. You're too negative to be on his vibration. When you and him could have everything together. But you're on a negative vibration, you think this guy is weird, right? He may be a multimillionaire in the future. He could take care, he may be a great father, but from trauma, you may think that he's weird. My brother, you may think that this sister is weird, right? Or you may think this sister is the best thing for you. You know, she got 5 different color hairs. She dressed very revealing, breast out, everything out. You may think that's a sister for you, right? She doesn't present herself like a lady, right? You may think she's for you because of your traumas, right? You may have always been trained and taught, hey, you gotta go get a girl like that, right? But at the end of the day, that's not the woman you need, my brother. You need to be focused on, every man needs to be focused on himself first so he could be a good provider and a better man for himself. Then you go get your woman. A lot of people get in relationships prematurely and they're not ready for each other, especially the men. I jump on a lot of brothers. You gotta focus on your money first. Focus on taking responsibility first before you think about getting you a wife or a girlfriend. You know, and we know people, they date, things happen, cool. But before you settle down and really decide to get you a girlfriend, my brother, you need to learn how to take on responsibility. That's a big factor when it comes to being a man, and you need to learn how to take care of yourself. Then go get you somebody, because now you'll be more worthy for that person. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying if you can't, take care of a woman financially completely that you're not worthy. No, I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you can help provide for the house, that's important. Every man should be some type of provider for his house. All right. So I just want to say that to the brothers, right? So look, family, all those better versions of yourself is waiting for you. Make the right decisions. Be the best version you can be. Go through the struggle, the pain, the suffering, and become the best version. All those things, those pains, those sufferings, those moments where you feel alone, those will shape and mold you into a better person. And you're a better person, the better part you'll be waiting for you, family. All right. So I just wanted to encourage you guys today with this video and help you guys understand the truth. And the truth is that what you're looking for is looking for you. And it's waiting for you as well. All right. This is Brother Yosef. Thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate you guys so much. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings.